An unbelievable day for Newcastle United with Fabrizio Romano giving the here we go for Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon touching down in Barcelona for his medical. £69.5 million agreed plus add-ons with a sell-on percentage. Absolutely fantastic deal. And I have to give a big round of applause Ross Wilson for our first transfer out under his tenure, with a sell-on included, add-ons and a decent fee. But today we're going to be looking at three players that are linked as the replacement for Anthony Gordon. And there are links coming out everywhere, but the three players with the strongest links we're going to go through. So, Ezzalzouli from Real Betis is our first one. Hopefully I haven't butchered that name too much. The Moroccan 24-year-old left winger who's right-footed, made 29 appearances in La Liga for Betis, scoring 10 goals, 9 assists. The Europa League, he made 12 appearances with 4 goals, 3 assists. Copa del Rey, he made 2 appearances with 1 goal, 1 assist. And I don't have a great deal of knowledge on this guy, but what I do know is he is rapid. He is absolutely rapid. I have to say I'm not the biggest Betis watcher. So the reported fee is a £59 million release clause. I do believe this to be a lot of money if Newcastle are looking for a replacement and spreading the costs over the rebuild that we need to do for the players that are coming in this summer. But he is a creative player. He is a good finisher. He fits the mould of a good replacement, and he fits the mould of offering something possibly in the future at a year younger than Anthony Gordon, still to come into his peak and into his prime at a good price point. And realistically, he looks like a player that offers slightly more than Anthony Gordon in the way of technical ability. So this one I can be on board with. I still think the price is pretty high, but for a like-for-like replacement to come in and hit the ground running, I think he's a good starting point. The next player we have on the list is Antonio Nusa. Now, I am aware of Antonio Nusa. I am a big fan of Antonio Nusa and the academy products that come from RB Leipzig. And my first point of call would be the amount of players throughout history that have come through RB Salzburg onto RB Leipzig and then started off at big clubs in the Bundesliga like Dortmund or like Bayern Munich. They all end up there. The academy products from the Red Bull group are fantastic, and whoever does their scouting work, hats off to them. But Antonio Nusa, 21 years old, left winger, right-footed. He is rapid as well. He's a good dribbler. He's creative. Not so much the finisher, but he's not the finished product at 21 years old. Bundesliga, 31 appearances, 4 goals, 3 assists. And then the Pokal, 4 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. And rumoured to be around, I believe it's £40 million. But I'm not sure if that's including add-ons or excluding add-ons. But he is an up-and-coming young talent. This kid has got a bright future, and most definitely if he is on the list, I am on board with bringing in someone with the technical ability and the potential that this kid has. And I do believe in the way that Lewis Hall has come on or Tino Livramento has come on, this kid could be that left winger that comes in and fills the slot in 2 years' time, turns into a world-class talent. So I am very much on board with this one. And then third up, we have Matias Fernandez-Pardo. And Matias has been linked with us for probably 2 months now. Belgian 21-year-old. He can play right the way across the front. So left wing, right wing and centre forward. Some people say he comes across more as a centre forward than he does a left winger or a right winger. But he's a very talented player. He has Spanish citizenship. He's right-footed. 29 appearances in Ligue 1 this season. 8 goals and 5 assists. and 11 appearances in the Europa League. And while he didn't net in the Europa League, he did get 2 assists. And out of all of them, he is probably the most versatile at 21 years old, high ceiling, high potential. Again, a rumoured fee of around £40 million. I do believe if these are the targets, and you never really know the way the media is, it's a new target every day. But if these are the targets, Newcastle are heading in the right direction with the likes of the targets they have in mind. If this was the shortlist as Anthony Gordon replacements, I would be very much on board with this, especially as Harvey Barnes is still putting up good numbers with very few minutes. And if we can get a better structure, a better shape going forward, where these guys can come in as the second, Harvey Barnes can be the starter, and they get minutes and time to develop and brought through the system, I genuinely believe that these three targets are a fantastic way to start the rebuild project. Now, the window doesn't open until the 15th of next month, and I think it's about 3 weeks away. Realistically, there are deals being done already with Anthony Gordon, and I very much believe that Newcastle need to be as proactive and as front-footed with this as possible. In order for us to have a good transfer window, I said this before, we need to start early. We need to bring in almost a statement signing without spending huge money. Someone that will put down a marker to show the rest of the world that we still mean business. Someone that offers a bright future to entice other players to want to come. And I think we probably will see more movement within the squad. I genuinely believe that we might see some movement on Sandro Tonali if anyone's willing to stump up the cash. And I'm not sure whether they will or won't. I do believe it's a very high valuation on Sandro Tonali, somewhere nearing 100 million. And as much as I don't want to see Sandro go, I think if someone comes in with a price point of around 85, 90, 100 million, I think we should probably take the money and reinvest in the amount of positions that we have to go through. But if you've liked the video, it's only a short one because I've got loads more to do. But if you've liked the video, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell notification, give me a sub, do all of the good things. Make sure you hit me up in the comments. If you see any breaking news, be sure to let me know and I can go through and we can do some deep dives and reviews. Something more in depth on the players that are being linked with us. But the news is moving so quickly currently with transfer rumours and people going out and incomings. It's exciting. It's going to be an exciting summer. But I do believe Newcastle need to get some players through the door before the World Cup starts. Either way, I'll leave it there. Thanks a lot, guys, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one.